Thought you all might get a kick out of the latest addition to the family. It's a 34 Plymouth Coupe. It has the suicide doors. Looks sort of almost like a Ford. The window shape's a little different. With a Dyer 671-blown 65 396 with Cragar zoomies. And for those of you who didn't realize that Cragar ever made zoomies, they did way back in the day. 2 Edelbrock Mach AFBs. I believe it's a 34 Chevy grill shell. I believe these are international truck headlights with a built-in turn signal. Polished alternator. You notice on this that the blower tensioner on these Dyer automotive blowers is built right into the snout. Some really neat pinstriping. It's got this crazy little quilted panel on top with the see-through window, so you have kind of a moonroof, sunroof, and all that's removable. And engine turned dash and door side panels, probably an I Did It steering wheel. All the gauges are Stuart Warner. I'll go to the other side so you can see them better. Got the really nice ET, these are 10-inch, I believe, 10.5-inch wheels with the cheater slicks. They say cheater because they're legal to drive on the road because they actually have a little bit of tread. Okay, back here, the typical 1960s tiki pinstriping. What are those, like 50 Pontiac tail lights and an original 1934 license plate from Texas. And the T-bar to push start them at the drag strip. And inside, full set of gauges. Down here is the vacuum and boost gauge. The blower is underdriven right now. I'll show you what that means. If you look here, the larger pulleys on top, smaller's on the bottom. When you underdrive it, that means the blower is going to turn fairly slow, but slower than engine speed. This you'll get like 3 to 5 pounds of boost. If I switch the pulleys, it'd be more like 15 pounds of boost. But there's a price you pay for that. Sure, you probably get an extra 200 or more horsepower, but you have to use really high octane, maybe even like aviation gas, well over 100 octane gas, and it's stressful on the engine. I kind of like keeping it underdriven. It's very docile and runs just beautifully as it is. Handles well. It's got a Unisteer steering box, which I highly recommend. No bump steer. It's absolutely, it's better than a rack and pinion. It's not as twitchy as a rack and pinion. This has disc brakes on all 4 wheels. The differential, it's a 9-inch Ford 411 posit traction differential unit with adjustable coilover shocks. The frame is made from, looks like about 3x2 solid tubing, and this is the thick wall stuff. So the frame is as solid as it could possibly be. Really, no worries about the frame twisting. Dropped tubular front axle. Notice how they finished the ends of the frame rail so nicely in the back too. Just beautiful work. I've seen those left open and water gets in there and it'll rust from the inside. Hairpins are chrome, so are the rear hairpins. Well, you can barely see just a little bit of one back there, but they're chrome plated. Really neat. I like the engine turning. Nice comfortable seat. really a good layout here. Plenty of leg room. Under that mat, I looked. There's a trap door that opens, and there's a Wilwood double master cylinder for the brake system. You've got it was all wired with a one of those wiring kits that you can buy that it's just very neatly wired. And one of the few cars I've ever bought where everything worked. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Low car shifter, and my mother-in-law's shrunken head, sun tack up there, not that you need it, with the TH400 automatic, but I guess if you're going to go through the gears and shift, you know, low, medium and high, you would need that. But anyway, I thought I'd share this with you. Not a whole lot I can do to this one, except drive the heck out of it. Well, let me show you inside the trunk. I was very impressed. When I got it, the latch didn't work. You had to crawl into the car to open the trunk. And so I put in a cable system with a bear claw type of latch. Let me pop this open, I'll show you. Okay. Look at that. Nicely carpeted trunk with the vintage style gas tank and the battery. You couldn't have it be any more accessible. Let me put in the stop that holds the door, the trunk lid up, and I'll show you something really cute. This is probably stock from the original 34 Plymouth, but it's here in the trunk, and when you open this, you've got a really nice trunk light, okay, that illuminates the whole trunk. Now you might think, well, so what? Well, what if you're filling the gas at night? It's kind of nice to know that you've got the gas nozzle in the filler neck, and you're not, you know, filling the battery. But anyway, I just thought that was pretty cute. Very nicely finished inside. This came from down around Houston, Texas. A man had been driving it for, I don't know, 8 or 10 years, which I think is really good testimony to the quality of a car and the reliability. It's the ones that are pains in the ass that get sold quickly, and the good ones get kept. But anyway, that's it for now. There are baffles in each pipe, and it's pretty darn loud. I can't imagine without the baffles. Sound like the end of the world, probably. I'll make another video a little later. We'll go for a ride, and I'll start it up and let you listen to it and all. It's pretty damn impressive. It sounds just about like what you'd expect. But that's it. Okay, for now, I hope you enjoyed the tour and that you will stay tuned for future videos. Thanks so much. You know, it occurred to me while I was editing the video that I didn't mention the purpose of these straps, and I'm sure some of you will have no idea what these are for. These are to hold the supercharger, the blower right here, down on the engine in case of an explosion, so that it can't just go flying off in the air and kill somebody. They're heavy woven straps, and then this is a covering on them that is made of Nomex, which is fire retardant, so that the explosion cannot burn through the straps and prevent them from doing their job. Kind of a gory idea here, but a lot of drag strips require these, and the idea of this car is for it to look like a competition car, so those fit right in. Let's hope these jewels are never called upon to perform their function, but I guess better safe than sorry. And you never know nowadays with the type of gas that we're buying what might happen.